Oh, today like Ba'omer, let us give a little extra tzedakah. Could only do some good, or for that matter, a lot of good. And I want to remind you, just in case you haven't yet had the opportunity to participate at any of the parades or the Lag Ba'omer festivities, please do so. Anywhere you are in any city, there is a Lag Ba'omer parade organized by the local Chabad. Go to it. Never too late. Join. As the Rabbi said, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai is present at the parade. You want to be there too. Going back to some of the customs of Lag BaOmer today, bonfires, and also the playing of the bow and arrows. What is this all about? So let me give you a little background. And in fact, those bonfires are lit all over Eretz Yisrael, specifically in Lag BaOmer. And the first one to mention that is, as I mentioned 2 days ago, that the Bartenura, Rabbi Ovadia Bartenura, he brings that customs of lighting the bonfire. Why? So the tzaddik of Rabbi Elimelech of Dinov says that on the day of a tzaddik's passing, all the holy work he has done culminates and is revealed in this world. On Lag BaOmer, which was the day of the passing of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, all his accomplishments, especially his teaching of the Zohar, was shining even stronger than usually. In fact, it says in the Zohar that an overwhelming deluge of spiritual light had such a potent effect on the world that the sun did not set until Rabbi Shimon had finished conveying his wisdom and then passed on. And that a spiritual fire surrounded his deathbed the entire day. So because of this powerful light, which was present at that time, we add in fire. We want to commemorate this powerful flame, the flaming message of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. And as we know, the Zohar is what is bringing us closer and nearer to the coming of Mashiach. We want the fire, the flame of the light of Mashiach. And what's very interesting about bows and arrows, different aspects of it, but somehow both of them connected to Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai and in terms with the Geula, with Mashiach. Bow, rainbow. Rainbow is there, as the Torah says, when God brought the flood with Noach. He said, I will never do this again, and as a sign for my promise, you will see a rainbow. So from one side, the rainbow is a reminder of the possibility of a flood. But because of God's promise, he doesn't bring the flood. So it says that in the time of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, there was never a rainbow seen. Why? Because he himself protected the entire world from a flood. His merit was so great that he protected the safekeeping of the Jewish people. So there was no need of a rainbow to remind us about God's promise. There was no flood because of him. But then there is another side to it. Chassidus explains, when is a rainbow present? The rainbow is a reflection of the sunshine, sun rays, on a very thin cloud. The thin cloud represents that the cloud, which is a cover, which is a concealment of the light, is very thin. Sunlight. But this also represents spiritually that is only a very thin concealment of the godly light. Why? Because the world is just about perfect and ready for the light of Mashiach. So either way, that rainbow represents, through Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, his protection of the world, but it represents that through Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai's teaching, the world has become purified, that we are ready for Mashiach. And that's why we play with his bow and arrow. But the Rebbe says also a further beautiful thought. The purpose of the bow and arrow was when the warriors realized that they have to reach further the enemy, not just face to face, as a greater protection, as a stronger weapon. But the way it is done is what? You pull it towards you, you let go, and it propels far away. Says the Rebbe, if you want to reach someone that is further, is far away, and you don't know how to reach him in a positive way, what you got to do is pull towards your own heart, pulls towards you. And when you pull towards your heart, you will propel the message much further and connect with the other person.